I showed up at a Girl Scout camp wearing a huge pink sweatshirt with no bra, and Sherry told me she didn't care if I had cancer. I needed to wear a bra if I was going to be an example to the girls at the Girl Scout camp where we met.
And I originally didn't want to be an entrepreneur. I actually just wanted to take the invention and license it to another business. But I didn't like the direction that business was taking the product, so I decided to start my own business. I used to work as a forensic toxicologist at South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, and I came up with this idea based on something I would do on a daily basis, is pipetting liquid samples.
That's when I approached Kim and I was like, "You've got to wear a bra." And she was like, "Well, I have cancer and I can't find anything that fits or that's comfortable." And I was like, "Oh, bull, come on, I'll go with you."
When you work for large corporate America, you get sucked into a vast organization, and it's hard to have impact. So I realized early that I hoped someday to be able to do something important on my own.
The incubator actually gave us the empowerment of somebody to bounce ideas off of.
Yeah, and you know, when we first started, we were just locally, and you know, we started out in a 10 by 10, you know, cubicle, and now we're in a 5,000 square foot standalone building.
Initially, it was the idea of having an infrastructure, that it was a low-cost infrastructure, but that was nothing in comparison to the advantages of working with others. We would have a round table discussion with other company owners that I could bounce these problems to, and they gave me really good suggestions that actually helped me a great deal.
When you are an entrepreneur, you tend to be alone. You tend to be doing a lot of these things, and, you know, you're sitting at home thinking about what your next steps are, thinking about who you need to speak to, and you begin to lose kind of perspective of what you're really doing. When you have a resource like the incubator there where you can just open your door, walk down a few doors and say, "Hey, I'm thinking whatever, you know, I got to do this, I got to do that." There's somebody there that can give you some thoughts and some ideas, and who really what helped was, well, there's a guy over here in Columbia, or there's a guy up here in Greenville you should talk to.
We've doubled our size since graduating. That's also doubling our revenue since graduating as well. We have 5 full-time employees now. We just hired somebody to cover sales in the Boston area, and a person here in manufacturing. We have 4 part-time employees, and we also have 2 contractors that we pay, and we're looking to add more.
Everyone always asks us that, you know, what is the hardest thing for you guys? And, you know, believe it or not, it's growth. You know, you would think that you would be so excited. Your business is still, you know, every year growing at a very rapid rate. 25%, you know, that's crazy in your 8th year.
Growing the business when you're hiring people, I think that's the greatest accomplishment. There's no better feeling than knowing that you're providing jobs and having a positive impact on families. I think that's a great thing.
Follow your passion. Don't take no.
Don't take no. Yes, absolutely. If you're not passionate about it and somebody can talk you out of it, you don't have enough passion for it.
The concept of failure as an entrepreneur, you can't even think about it. You're going to fail. You're going to make mistakes daily, if not hourly. You just have to bypass those. You can't spend a lot of time on it. You're going to make mistakes. Try not to make it more than 2 or 3 or 4 times. Learn from them, and then move forward. Stick to what you always believed is right.